Special congratulations, Dr. Mae Jemison, the first woman of color astronaut, and also getting the Prix Galien Pro Bono Humane Award. So congratulations again.
Thank you so much. It was really a treat. It was one of those things that makes you stand back and take stock of what you're doing in the world.
So how did you go from traveling all over the world and you've practiced to going to actually becoming an astronaut? What made you decide that that's the direction you wanted to go in?
I always wanted to go into space. You have different journeys that you go on, and that was one of the things I always intended to do, and so I applied. And really incredibly, my skills that I had gotten from working in low resource environments was very helpful.
Now, I know you spoke about earthlings. You don't want us to be humans, but earthlings. Define what an earthling is opposed to a human.
So I believe that if we don't start defining ourselves as earthlings, all the problems that we have today are not going to change. What is an earthling? It's a being that is developed and evolved on Earth. And so that includes not just humans, it includes the plants, it includes the complex animals, it includes the single-celled organisms, it includes the microbiome in our soil, because we can't exist without the microbiome in the soil that helps plants fix nitrogen, right? We can't exist without the plankton and the single-celled organisms that are in the oceans that provide so much of the food stock for the entire planet. So if we don't start to see ourselves as earthlings, and these other creatures are an important, viable part of us, then none of this is going to work. And we're failing to do that miserably right now.
Do you foresee a time when there'll be not just those, I guess, industrialists who take space trips to see it'll be more common for people to go to space?
Well, people have it really mixed up about the industrialists who go to space because they're in the minority. I hope we understand that everything is happening with quote-unquote commercial space flights is because we, taxpayers, paid for that technology design and development years ago. The reason it's able to be done on that right now is because we know how to do low Earth orbit. We know how to do low Earth orbit. We know how to go to the moon because our parents and our grandparents pay for it, and we're continuing to pay for it. The issue is how to use the difficulty of space to jumpstart really new radical leaps in innovation. Things that you can't do with just the technologies we have in place now, or even the technologies that we see like on the horizon and we can predict. There has to be complete different perspectives.
Space also has a propensity, you can use it for military purposes too, right? So on the one hand, you're peaceful and medical and you want to get people to think of those earthlings, but space has a potential for more military adventures too.
When people talk about the military, that's them. It's his ambitions. Who are we? If we start to see ourselves as earthlings, I think that starts to deal with some of those issues. About what is the militarization is because you want to take some or keep some people from taking your stuff or whatever. But if we see ourselves as earthlings and that our future, that our lives are integrated with the lives of all the beings on this planet, that starts to change things. When people say, they talk about astronauts looking down on the Earth and thinking that everything that helps us is down here. But I think looking up is just as important and even maybe more important, because when you look up, we see some of the same things. We see the same sky. It's part of our planet. And every society, every culture has been involved with understanding what happens with the stars. I think what's above us unites us. That's what I think the best hope of space is.
Anyway, thank you and congratulations again.
You're very welcome. Thank you.